All right, let's get started here. Thank you all so much for being here. We're back with Crimson Desert. You know that I like this game if you've watched any of my other videos. We're going to be playing for about 2 hours here. I did jump back into Baldur's Gate, and when I say jump back into, the farthest I've ever gotten in that game is the Nautiloid. I think I've called it the Nautilus before, but the Nautiloid ship crashes on the beach, and that's as far as I've made it. I haven't even explored the entirety of that opening area, but jumping back into it means I'm really just starting it. The only time I've had in Baldur's Gate was playing on permadeath, ultra hard. It erases your save when you die, and I was dying a lot. But I was learning, but I haven't played Baldur's Gate maybe for over 6 months to a year. Haven't really tried it. I'm not much of a fan of turn-based games. I like real-time action combat games. Again, that's a preference. That doesn't make Baldur's Gate bad in any way. It is a great game from what I've heard, but I need to get more experience with it to really pass any personal perspective on to anyone. So we're going to get in here to Crimson Desert, which I really, really like. I think about this game all the time. I think about what next thing I'm going to discover, what next location I'm going to find, what new ability. I'm looking forward to flying around on dragons. Looking forward to all that cool stuff. Alright, let's get into the game. I'm going to have my lunch kind of here, so I will be smacking. If it bothers anybody, just drop it in chat and I will mute when I eat. Alright, we're here in our campsite. Speak with Marius. We recently, last stream, we had an interaction with the Red Devil Bandit. We had a combat in a large open field, which was really cool. Just one of the many boss fights that I'm sure I'm going to be having.
Everyone's out there, waiting for us to find them. Oh, excellent timing. Seems some people have been asking around about us. So I did some digging. I've made a list of the ones who might be Greymanes themselves. Here. Do you reckon you could look into them? See what you can find?
Sure. Marius and I will continue to gather information on our comrades.
We mustn't be passive in this. We should extend our search.
Agreed.
Alright, a rumor. Hey! Hello. How are you, Muffin? Welcome back. How's your weekend going? Hey, I'm gonna DM message you on Discord here real quick. Yeah, weekend's good. I had a really good flea market yesterday. Sold $600 worth of board games that have been in the plastic wrap and I haven't used. And then I sat down and played a awesome boss battler board game from Awaken Realms called Grim Coven. That's pretty wicked. Just days filled with gaming. And then the owner of the board game lounge was like, "Hey, you want a part-time job?" I'm like, I don't need it, and don't take hours from other. I know the workers at this game lounge, and I do not want to take their hours. So if one of them quits, or if one of them wants less hours, I was like, sure, I'll do like a weekend or call me on emergencies. So I don't mind working at the place I'm hanging out at anyway. All right, let me see here. Well, I hate how it abbreviates names. Hey, would you send me a quick direct message just so you pop up in my direct messages? For some reason I can't find you. Maybe I just go to your channel and find you. What a nice request of that guy. I guess he sees you as very beneficial to the place. Yeah, I mean, we've kind of been back and forth. He's a retired Navy guy as well. He still kind of works in the field as a civilian, but he opened up a game store. It's really cool lounge, just cool place to hang out, meet new people, play like-minded stuff. And him and I was always throwing around like, hey, would you make gameplay videos, how to play videos for my board games? And I was like, yeah, but then we'd never really get around to it, just kind of throwing around ideas. Do I want to work in the hobby space that I enjoy? I kind of feel like that old adage, like, working in your hobby makes your hobby feel like work. But we'll see. And plus, it's like, it doesn't pay much of anything. And it would be maybe 4 or 5 hours a day on like a Saturday, Sunday. Give me a quick second. All right. Yeah. Hobby work. I'd be like, no. I mean, I've even thought about opening up a board game lounge, kind of modeled after the one they have here in California. When I moved to Oklahoma, and just having that kind of atmosphere. But like every owner that I talk to is like, yeah, I love playing games, but I just don't play them much anymore because I'm so focused on this. And like working in the games space as a job, the majority of them, not all, but the majority of them told me that, yeah, it drains them. And you have to remove yourself from the hobby because then it doesn't become a business. Now, if you're an employee and you're not responsible for like the growth of again, I'm not a good business person, so I'm sure some people do it much better than I would ever be able to. But I look at it and I was like, man, working. I think maybe part-time would make that easier, and it's also part-time on the 2 days that I normally game, so I'd have to stop playing on the 2 days that I have available with the groups that I'm currently playing with in order to work there. But anyway, let's get a house. Let's get a house. Turn your ass around, you ass horse. Horse with a big ass. Oh wait, did that? No, that didn't change, did it? Am I just noticing now that Yeah, I'm pretty sure the shield always switched over to the right side of the horse. I need to pay attention. I think I'm going the right way. No information from those guys. Only 200 meters to go. Oh shoot, I thought he had a freaking wagon on his back, but he's the wheel repairman. He's got all the repair wheels you'd ever need. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why'd you kick me off? Don't be scared. It's just a vendor. Good boy. Good boy. It's gonna be okay. Alright. Nope. We don't want to go this way. Go the other way. Alright, we don't want to leave our horse. I wish we could tie our horse up. Like anywhere you see like this post or something that has rope on it. It's like, that's a place you could tie your horse. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hello everyone, I'm here as an investigating agent.
Knowledge is like sand. The harder you grab, the more it slips away. Though ignorance can be its own sort of blessing.
A Greymane, living off day wages, who'd have thought?
Luke.
Luke?
Talk to me, Luke.
Huh? Oh, Cliff! I knew they couldn't kill you!
Even after those black bear bastards swore up and down you were dead.
Believe them, did you?
We've been chasing rumors of you since that day. Truth be told, I nearly gave up more than once.
Aye, but you didn't.
I didn't let him know. Huh? But if you're here, then does that mean...
Aye. There's a camp where we've been gathering.
without us? That's not a party unless we're there. Just a bunch of dull bastards, huh?
Bastards!
Now it's a proper Greymane revival. Tell you what, we'll head over.
We'll count on waiting long enough.
Yeah, get your butts over there. Get to work. Wait. No. Don't stand there, guys. Get to Howling Hill. Grab a horse. Get a move on. Alright. Map. Let's do our normal fast travel. I guess I could have fast traveled before too. Sorry, I was being interrupted. No, never need to apologize. Okay, yeah, fully understand that reply to the DM, thanks. I thought maybe I was mistaken. Alright, Ronald. Oh, you guys made it here. Man, you guys are fast. You guys have your own fast travel points, huh? Better not be using my fast travel points because I charge a fee. Examine the dragon totem. At some point, I'm supposed to be able to get access to dragons. Someday, I'm gonna get a dragon. I'm supposed to be able to ride dragons. I'm just gonna take everything from this shrine so that nobody else can use this shrine. Stick your hand in the dragon's mouth. Read the letter. Can anybody read that? I know I can't. I can't read it. Completing missions. Yes, I have been doing that quite a bit. You can send comrades who join the camp on missions. Oh, heck yeah. Select a region on the map and press the triangle button to view its details. Then open the mission list. Simply choose a mission and select the comrade you wish to dispatch. Oh, heck yeah. Let's send these guys out to do all the grunt work. That makes a lot of sense. I will take this arrow and this dirty arrow here and maybe a mushroom. Nope, those mushrooms are not. Those mushrooms are not available to me. Some kind of bag in there too. Weapon, weapon, weapon. Maybe I can't while I'm in here. I'll just try to nope. Oh, there it is. Good. I want to get that mushroom. I dumped it out. Now I can access. Is the bag available too? Yes. Cool. Had to knock it out of the box. All right. Dispatch a comrade to the Howling Hill Camp expansion mission. Ronald, you're going to work.
Got any work? Standing idle makes me restless.
Shouldn't I have like max trust with this guy, because these are my bros? Luke, I am your friend. All right. Mission dispatch. So where do I... Okay, dispatch a comrade to the Howling... Okay, let's go here. Go to Journal. Go to Howling Hill. Bustling Hill. Dispatch a comrade. Alright, I did that already. How do I... Oh, I actually don't know how to dispatch. I imagine I do it through here. And then open the map. And then do I select... Do I do it through quests? No, no, this is the map. I imagine I would do it through the journal. Securing more space is a top priority to accommodate the growing number of comrades. To house more personnel and expand our forces, the camp must undergo a major expansion. It says, dispatch a comrade to the Howling Hill Camp expansion mission. Is that a faction quest? How? Okay, let's walk over here. I thought maybe interacting with them would do it. Who are you? Identify yourself. Alright, Carl. Manage provisions. Manage provisions. Alright, provision management. You can donate funds and goods to the provisions keeper to significantly boost the camp's growth. You can also store and package required trade goods and prepare them to be loaded onto your horse or wagon. That's packaged goods. You can also recover lost and uncollected items through Provisioner using recovery items. Beautiful. Alright, I haven't got a solid grasp on that one.
Just leave them
Camp
with me.
provisions. Alright, I think I'll drop off the meat. Wait. Package provisions. Okay. Not enough coin. What? I've got a lot of systems to learn here. It's not. I've got a lot to learn. So if I want to pack provisions, I think it has to be this thing right here. Okay, so package. Okay, so that's packaged. I've got other items.
I just love organizing and sorting out. Don't worry, I always make sure nothing goes missing.
Okay, I do have stuff in here that could be packaged for provisions, or packaged in general. Let's go check that out. Alright, somewhere in here is more provisions. There we go. Let's take that one, that one, that one, and that one, and that one, that one, that one, that one. Alright, so those are good. I don't know exactly what packaging and putting them on my wagon really mean, but we'll learn.
Need
Probably
something
make
packed?
grave
You've come to the
mistakes
right
here.
person.
Let's go up here. Package. Package. Oh, wait. Not enough coins. It only costs 100. Is it do I have different coin, like, values? I thought I had 38 silver and 50 copper. Oh, do I need to okay, we need to donate funds, that's why. Let's donate funds. Just quantity. Let's give 10. Yeah, I think let's give 10 to the camp. And then we should be able to package these. Package. 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 I'm out of coins already. Should we give another 10? Let's give another 10. Take my money and... Alright, so all those are packaged, and I don't know why. What use would it have? What is packaging really do for us? Something we're gonna have to find out later. Alright. Food. Alright, we're going to donate some goods. Let's donate that. Let's donate this. I guess everything at the top right corner is the provisions, like how well my camp is doing. I think. What should I be donating? And what should I be holding on to? Okay, these leather gloves are things I've been taking off the dead corpses of bandits. Yeah, we can get more of these later. Alright, let's donate most of our timber. I've definitely picked up a lot of those hides. I'm gonna have to go over. Let's give let's give resources. Let's get all the resources to him. I don't know what it's gonna do, but we'll see. I'll probably have to watch some YouTube videos to give me a little bit of training. A lot of training. A lot of training to get me into a better state of understanding. Alright, what do we got here? Grilled bird meat. Yeah, let's donate it. Let's make these guys happy. Cooking oil. Salt. I wonder if there's this stuff I can use again. Alright, we'll give the thin hide. I don't know what all of those items up here mean, like what all this means. I don't know. Like I see maybe the helmet there is defense, and then a gear is 173. I don't know if this is value. Then it's got blocks. Sorry, I'm going the wrong direction. It's got wood and brick, I guess. And then over here is, I guess, food, copper, silver, Or no, maybe that's influence is the 29 number. And then over there is, I guess, silver. There's a lot of systems going on, and I'm not very good at keeping track about what they do the best together. Pull this over there. I hope that comes with time. I'm sure
Why
that it
carry
will.
all those trade goods on you? Just leave them with me.
Do I have tree goods on me? Do I have tree goods on me? Wait, is this tree good? Crude club. You guys can have that. You guys can have this tarnished necklace. I'll donate that. You can have this other tarnished necklace that I've been taking off the dead corpses of bandits. You guys can have this scythe. I picked up a couple of those. You can have this helmet. I don't care. Should I give them plants? Yeah, I'm going to give them the rosemary. I'll learn what this stuff does and if I should keep it or not. This is food. Yeah, let's give him food. I've got soups and stuff like that. Let's give him this raw meat. Okay, so it does seem to give value to foodstuffs, wood, stone, gear, and it goes up in those numbers. Even though it sounds like it's like coin, maybe they're earning value, but I don't know if I can. Well, there is a
Got any good
recover.
trading goods?
Yeah, there's no items to
Why
recover.
carry all those trade goods on you? Just leave them with
Tree
me.
goods? What tree goods, mate? Here, take this small bone. I have way too many of those. Wait, are the tree goods in my storage, you think?
I'll keep it
La
safe.
da
You
da.
have my word. Come back when you've more stuff to leave with me.
Alright, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna steal it because none of you deserve it. Bread plate. This food looks molding, guys. Hold on a second. Guys. Does that bread look... I mean, it could be pumpernickel. Yeah, it actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna take this plate, this bread. I'm gonna take this jerky. You guys need to clean up after yourselves. I'm gonna take this. No, clay container can stay there. Is that water? No, that's just a beer mug. Light. Light can stay there. All right, I cleaned up your mess, guys. Oakley dokley. Let's find a mission that I can send these guys out. It tells me to go here. So now that I'm here, how do I dispatch? Have they taught me how to do that? No, I've just forgotten. Alright, Greymanes, Dutch, there's tutorials, others, maybe it's in here. Save, add-on, title screen, photo mode, credits, load, settings, add-on, title screen. Nope. Skills, oh, wait, here we go. Guides, controls, quests, camp management. Let's go to camp management. Alright, Maris has been added to the local to locate some of your lost comrades. Regroup with your comrades to bolster your ranks. Private storage, completing missions. Alright, you can send comrades who've joined the camp on missions. Select a region on the map and press... okay, so I need to be on the map. Select a region on the map and then press triangle button. Details. Haha, here we are. We have learned something. So, how many hours do you have in this game now? I have been using the PlayStation's splash screen or home menu to tell me how many hours, but I think that it's not calculating it correctly. So I think I've streamed a good portion of my time with this game. But if we go to the home screen here and I select it, it says I've been playing for 31 hours. But it's in the bottom, like over here. Like it says I've been playing for 31 hours. But I've looked at this before I've started playing the game, and then I played for another 2 hours, and this didn't update. So I'm not quite sure how it's calculating it. But I also sometimes step away from the screen, so I don't know if it's... Maybe it counts actual time that I'm in the game? I don't know. Around 30 hours, which is a fraction of what this game is probably going to demand of my time. Like, I've barely even scratched the surface of what this game... And I've been meandering like I do. I just taken my sweet-ass time through this game, which has actually made this game very rewarding for me. Alright, Howling Hill, summary, Greymanes, faction summary. Cliff is the leader. Missions. Alright, here we go. Total reward, 500 XP. Select the mission. Let's send out Ronald. Comrades dispatched. 1. We can send them both out. I wonder what that would change if I would get more out of that. Oh, do I need to? Okay, so I need to in order to make it work. All right, cool. Get to work. How long is that going to take them? Do I have a timer? All right, there we go. All right, it has a icon up there that's spinning. I guess that means something is activating. So we know there's some activity going on there. Yeah, this map is like super bright. I look washed out, right? I have a question. Do you know why YouTube doesn't allow you to rewind the live stream while still live? I don't know. My assumption, my immediate response would be, I don't know the technical reasons, but while it's live, it hasn't formatted it. I don't know the answer, because normally when I'm streaming in my YouTube studio, it says it's pending for others to watch. I don't know, maybe it's a buffering issue. It doesn't make sense to me. It sounds like it should be something very simple to manage, but yeah, I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. Ooh, let's ask oh, well, if they used to, then they just like, well, you need to get YouTube Premium so that people can rewind live, because we gave you the feature for free, but now we're going to charge you for it. But again, I think I'm getting a service I probably should be paying for, using this. Of course, I myself am not profiting off of this. I guess I have profited once off of Twitch. I got a $100 payout from Twitch. I think that was after a year of streaming on Twitch. Well, I mean, it's something, right? And they obviously get a cut of that. And I imagine that some people out there have claimed rights to copyright material, which YouTube doesn't cut your video out or block your video. It just says you can't monetize it. Like I've played Resident Evil 9, and I keep getting copyright notifications, not strikes, just notifications that says you can't monetize this video. But I imagine YouTube is making buttloads of money off of me streaming, putting content on their channel or on their platform. People may or may not watch it, and I guarantee you a bunch of ads pop up while people are watching this stuff, and they're getting a revenue. We are unplayed buskers. But, I mean, maybe that's I think maybe let's ask our good friend Autopilot here. Hey, so Autopilot, on YouTube, viewers used to be able to rewind during a live stream, but now they can't. YouTube appears to have removed that feature. Why is that?
So, YouTube actually hasn't completely removed the ability to rewind live streams in general. What they did is that they made it optional for content creators. So creators can now turn off the DVR feature that lets viewers rewind. Basically, if the streamer decides they don't want people to skip back, they can just disable it. It's less of a universal change and more like a new default or a setting they can toggle. So it really depends on the individual stream you're watching.
Okay, so it sounds like it's based on what, I don't know if you heard any of that, and obviously trust but verify with AI assistance. So I guess maybe there's a setting in the YouTube that maybe I need to click that allows people to rewind live streams. So, uno momento, por favor. Chotto matte kudasai. Artemis 2, they're on day 2, by the way. On their way around the moon. We're returning to the orbit of the moon, but we are not landing on the moon during Artemis 2. Let me see here. Alright, let's go here. Let's go to YouTube Studio. I think maybe that's where I should be. Settings. General. channel. Advanced settings, feature eligibility, advanced settings. Do you want to set your channel as made for kids? I want to review this setting for every video. Okay, got that. Automatic captions. Don't show potentially inappropriate words. Automatic dubbing. Advertisements. Allow viewers to clip my content. Let YouTube enhance visual quality. Channel visibility, hide channel, third-party training. Other settings. Basic info. Feature eligibility. Standard features. Immediate features. Videos over 15 minutes. Custom thumbnails and live streaming. Advanced features. Enabled. That's enabled. Enabled. Basic info. Country of residence. I don't have that in there. Keywords. I don't have. Upload features. Advanced setting for upload features. Allow automatic chapters and key moments. Standard YouTube. I need to get in there and really change this. So I appreciate you making the comment. I probably need to jump in here. I'd like to make videos that tackle specific topics in my videos, especially for Cyberpunk 2077. I'd like to do to where I talk about specific things that I found throughout my 2,000 hours, and then talk about those specific things for what I'd like to see in Orion, and then put those little timestamp things within the stream bar, so it'll, when you highlight your cursor over there, it'll tell you what that section of the video is talking about. Community moderation. Permissions. Let's see, permissions. Introducing stream permissions. Now you can decide who can create and manage the live streams of your channel. That's just me. Community moderation. Comments, messages in your live chat. Posts. Blocked words. Link. Creator demographics. Agreements. I do not see anything there. Alright, let me click on the live video that's currently happening, and it says it's live. Can I create a setting here? Brainstorm, streaming software, analytics, don't need to make any edits. View and live control room. Alright, let's go to the live control room. Set up an overlay for your breaks. I don't need that. It does show the quality. Let's go to settings within current level settings. Use default overlay. Choose from your videos. Nope, nope, nope. It does allow for highlighted videos, and other people should be able to use it. I don't know. It doesn't seem very easy, or maybe it doesn't even exist. Alright, well, it's something I'll explore maybe in the future. Yeah, hopefully this is actually true. Must verify. Yes, I will try to research that a little bit more to see if it's viable or an option for me. Thank you for asking the question. I will investigate. I will try to make your viewing experience a pleasant one. Alright, so that mission is going. It is 15% complete. Man, those guys are taking too long. Alright, that lets me maybe focus on some other missions while that one's going on. Let's go to journal. Alright, I'm going to take a bite of my lunch. It's getting cold. But I don't care. Tastes the same either way. Faction quest. Main quest. Alright, so they're still working on that. Alright, so while they're working on that, let's go to faction quests. To the rescue! Oh, I've been constantly doing that one anyway. Well-stocked coffers. Donate 50 silver. Donate 500 provisions. Donate 250 pieces of lumber. Stones. I've donated 125 weapons already. I need to donate 500 weapons. Alright, I just need to keep pumping in resources. We could go chop down some trees. Should we do some tree chopping? Let's do some tree chopping. Alright, where's my... Whoops, I just wasted an arrow. Oh, I don't have an axe. Dang it, I don't have an axe. Really? No. I've got an axe. Maybe I put it away in my inventory. Yes, would be cool if so. What's your lunch today? It is rice, shrimp, carrots, onions, pork, and kind of it's just rice and vegetables. But the rice has a not a cream sauce, but I don't know what to call it. It's kind of a stew, but the sauce is thick enough to where it's not like a soup. So I guess stir fry vegetables on a bed of steamed rice. I did not stir fry the rice. Because then that'd be fried rice. Alright, let's see if I have an axe in here. Sort by date. Let's sort by type. Hopefully it puts all the weapons together. I do not have an axe. Lame-o, shlame-o. Alright, I need somebody to sell me an axe. You're not going to sell me anything, are you? I gotta just give you. Give. Alright, can I mine anything? I just want to chop down trees. Alright, we're going to have to do fast travel, folks. We're going to have to go to the city. I just passed by the city. Alright, city, fast travel, go. I mean, I don't have a companion, like, in the game, or a romantic anything in the game, so I don't have a wife yet. I don't even know if that's a thing. Right, I don't know who you were talking about. What were you talking about?
What's the story?
You talking about my actual wife or the game? Oh, yes. Yes. I like how it's got these steps over here to the left. That's a cool little side thing. Little detail there. Yeah, they've been up in Los Angeles for the last couple of days. That's why I've been streaming so much. They come back tonight. They keep sending me message like they may be back a couple hours earlier than what I had planned for.
Oh, I knew I could
So if they do come back earlier, then I need to change my schedule and make dinner for them. But if not, then Shale and I were playing Baldur's Gate earlier today. I'm going to try to get back into that game. I've never really played it at all, other than the opening hour. But he's at lunch.
I was warned
and
about folks like you.
may come back and play for an hour or two, maybe. I remember us talking about playing Baldur's Gate at some point.
Yes.
Or maybe it was
speak.
Divinity. I think you were the one that introduced me to Divinity. You said that you had played that game, so I purchased them like on sale, and I've still got them. And then now Larian Studios has announced they're making another Divinity game.
Good day.
Yeah, a little vacation. It's been a long vacation. Yeah, one of my daughter's best friends from Hawaii when we lived out there has a volleyball game that they're playing in Los Angeles. They won their first 2 games. They actually played against a team in Los
Fine day,
Angeles,
is it not?
and one of the teammates on the opponent's side, the daughter, is Jamie Foxx's daughter. So Jamie Foxx was there. I met Jamie Foxx at a movie premiere that he did on a military base, and they promoted it. So we all got in our uniforms, and we were able to get free access and get pictures with the stars. And I think it was the movie was called Stealth. I have pictures somewhere around where my wife got pictures with the director. She took pictures of us with, I think it's Josh Groban, Jessica Biel, and Jamie Foxx. And then also one of the actors, he was the scientist in Terminator 2 that, like, had the hand of the Terminator. I forget that actor's name. But Jamie Foxx's daughter was playing in the opponent's team that was playing against my daughter's friend in Los Angeles. My daughter said that, yeah, we were trying to get pictures with him, but he left too soon. But they won their first 2 games, so they beat Jamie Foxx's daughter's team. And then they played more games yesterday. They played Friday, and then they played Saturday. And they lost the game, and there was only, if you don't win this game, you don't get to advance, and they lost that one, so they are done. But it's like one of her best friends from Hawaii. They stay in touch, so they've been up there since Friday morning. They left at like 5 a.m. Then she goes up to Japan for a week for my oldest daughter's 20th birthday. God, I love just meandering through these spaces. And I think there's just, they give you a lot of stuff to interact with, especially the NPCs. I'm very, very curious about this whole trust level. I have seen images of a dog carrying a arrow. It's not a sheath, but a pouch of arrows on a harness that was on him. So I'm like, holy crap, am I able to get pets? And is the pet that I can make my pet like the one that I gain trust with? Because as you pet animals, you build trust with the animals. What happens when you max out trust with an animal? And then every NPC has their own trust level. I don't know if that's contributing to a larger village trust. Once, like, the majority of the villagers trust me, does something happen? I'm so curious about what's going on behind the scenes with this. So now I have +5 trust with this NPC. Yes, your chest swells with pride for your service to the land and to the Marquis. To the Marquis! Not the Marquis, but the Marquis. I guess in this case, the Marquis is synonymous with leader. You know what I was going to do here? I haven't done yet, and that was to get a freaking axe. Alright, so we need to go over here. Let's go northwest. What's up? Did you need something?
There's good days and bad days. That's just how life is.
Isn't it?
You just live and get by.
Just live and get by. God, you're so, like, well-spoken. Now I can understand why they won't allow the players to attack the NPCs. Or sometimes they just annoy me. Sometimes I just want to be a dark bringer of death. In video games. Still haven't played Baldur's Gate though. Yeah, I haven't really either, so I'm kind of starting to get back into it. Honestly, they should just keep bragging about winning. They could have just said, yeah, they won everything. It's like, yeah, congratulations. The game is so totally influenced by Skyrim. Oh, I mean, it's influenced by Red Dead Redemption, Skyrim. I think it's doing some of its own things that I haven't seen in some games. I need to go back and replay the new Oblivion. I need to replay... And when I say replay, I mean play and finish. I haven't finished any of the Elder Scrolls games. I've played them. I haven't finished any Bethesda game. I haven't finished any Fallout game. I haven't finished Starfield. For some reason, though, this game is just checking all the boxes of my preference in games. So I feel like I'm going to be spending a lot of time with this one.
This soil's found a place in my heart over the years.
It just has this sort of sci-fi-ish fantasy where sci-fi is kind of... It makes me think of Assassin's Creed, where there's the Animus in the background, but the Animus isn't just a simulation. There's some entity with like this otherworldly technology that looks sci-fi-ish that is kind of inhabiting, invading, supporting. I'm not quite sure. Like I've seen so much in this game that I haven't even seen, or I've seen in previews that I myself have not yet seen. Dragons, I've seen trains, I've seen hot air balloons, I've seen riding on dragons, I've seen really cool boss fights with characters. It's just like... Alright, logging axe. Alright, I'm taking the logging axe and I'm taking this guy's bread. He probably shouldn't have left it here, but I'm taking this water too. I'm going to hydrate myself. Alright, let's go into here. Let's see if... Get that logging axe. Alright, sweet. Alright, let's chop down some trees. Timber! Alright, now that it's felled, going to chop it some more. And then after that, we're going to chop it one more time. And that gives me pieces that I can collect. It is kind of funny that you chop it down once and it falls. That's fine. You chop it again and it breaks up into bigger smaller chunks. And then when you chop it the final time, it looks like it turns into like 10 pieces. But I think it only leaves 1 or 2. Which is fine. I really like chopping down trees in Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I think it just falls down and becomes a bunch of logs. So sometimes you just have to make a choice where reality and simulation need to separate themselves so that gameplay doesn't become too tedious. I used to do chopping down trees, or I wouldn't chop trees down. I would just take an axe in Genshin Impact or a sword and chop at a tree 3 times. It would give me 3 pieces. What did you just land on? Oh. That was interesting. There's some really cool physics that are in play in this game. The 10 pieces only turning into 2. It's really, yeah, it just looks like this one big log. Ooh, let's take some raspberries. This one big tree trunk. Or not tree trunk, but this tree. Oh, I can even do Nature's Grasp. And now I can use this tree as a weapon. Because this guy's super strong. And then I can slam it. And then it just breaks up into little pieces. And then I think I can maybe hit it again. Let's see if we can roll some logs. Nope, we're not rolling logs. Let's aim. Nope. Let's Kamehameha! Nope, it doesn't break apart. So we gotta chop it. Yeah, it looks like it's 10 pieces. Alright, we are chopping down trees for our own provision. We're chopping down trees in the city for a campsite when I could just chop down the campsite's trees. I'm going to take the rich trees. I also don't know if these trees will ever grow back. Have I permanently landscaped this area? Ooh, can we chop down baby trees? They're probably not baby trees, they're just maybe a fern. Nature's grasp! This is my tree, there are many like it. I gotta watch it because my stamina runs out. Do I need to continue to chop this? Timber! There's gotta be a lumberjack simulation game where your job is to maybe make fire breaks as a mission or chop down trees to deliver those. There's got to be a game that does that. I wonder if based on the side that I chop it, will it fall that way? So if we chop a V into the side of a tree, it should fall that way, right? Depending on which way it's leaning. I wonder if it takes that into account. Okay, this tree is leaning to the left. Can I chop on this side and have it fall to the left? Or just does it randomly decide to break? I don't know. I don't think it's a clear test. It's certainly not a definitive test. Missed. Now, it would also be cool if they further allowed you to do, like, chopping wood for a fireplace. Like putting it on the log and then chopping it down further. Yeah, time flies when you're chopping down trees. Timber! Does there need to be a mission to where, okay, that's a to-do. That's a to-do challenge right there. Chop down a tree and have it fall on top of an NPC. It's more of a Mythbusters thing, right? Alright, we need to open up our Crimson Desert database. Crimson Desert. Shut the Baldur's Gate one. That one's going to be a long project. Alright, to do. This will be a test. Tree felling. Fell a tree onto an NPC to check for damage to NPC by falling tree. I don't think there is. I don't think hurting NPCs is a thing in this game. Have you ever played Farm Simulator? Yes, I've played one Farm Simulator. I think it was Farm Simulator 2019 or maybe in the 2000s. No, I take that back. It definitely was in the 2000s. So maybe, sorry, I should say in the 2020s. So maybe 2022 or something like that. And I thought the tractors were super detailed, and I'm sure they've only gotten better over time. All right, lunch. And if my food consumption noise is, again, in any way bothersome, please let me know and I'll mute my microphone as I smack. I just destroyed this house. No, I didn't, because it's made of stone. It's very strong. They don't make them like they used to. Waiting for the owner to come out. I was like, no! No! Not the, the wrong tree! No, the other tree! That tree was providing shade. We have these trees. So I live in a cul-de-sac. I'm at the end of the cul-de-sac. And then there's an embankment that goes up. So it kind of provides a nice barrier from like any other neighbors. Even though we have neighbors up on the hill. But anyway, gives a little bit of a privacy, so it's not like people are driving down. It's an HOA, so it's in a loop, and then like everybody has a cul-de-sac. The outer edge is the cul-de-sac properties, and then the inside are apartments and then like multi-family homes. So we have a single-family home and a cul-de-sac. There's trees that are up on the embankment that provide our house shade. A couple of years ago, our neighbor across the way on our cul-de-sac, one of those trees fell and like knocked out his fence. And I have 4 of those trees that provide this house shade. So the house is cold in the morning, it warms up at noon, and then around 3, 4 o'clock, the trees start to provide shade. So the house isn't super hot all day. I was like, man, if they chop down those trees, I'd have to get AC in this house. I imagine that this person, whoever owns this house, may have really liked these trees that I'm chopping down. But the next question to be answered is whether or not the game respawns those trees. And if they do, is it on some kind of limit? And me felling a tree on an NPC just seems like something I should be testing to, just make sure. I do have an apple. Can I shoot down an apple? Uh-oh, I found something that should be a thing, but it is not. Or maybe I'm just not hitting it. Alright, I cannot shoot down apples. Alright, let's see if I can cut down this tree and it give me that apple. Ooh, can I kick this tree? Okay, I can't Kamehameha it. Alright, there are apples on this tree. I don't know if there are apples on the other tree. But I do get the apples. Okay, sweet. I can't shoot them with an arrow, but I can definitely pick them up. Don't roll away from me, apple. Don't roll away from me. There are no tree choppings in there, but it's sort of similar vibe to Tree Cutting Simulator. Just like in Minecraft, moss craves to herd NPCs. Yeah, my house has giant oak grandfather trees and arc their large maze-like branches over my entire house, so we get shade over the roof like no other. It's great. Just a lot of work for upkeep. Yeah, like we have to also keep an eye out for termite wings, because termites love to climb up other trees, and then like trees that they don't eat. I don't know the anatomy or desire of wood for termites, but they'll flutter down onto the house, and I gotta watch that stuff. If I start seeing termite wings, then I need to call exterminator, and then we gotta fume the house. But it usually lasts for a good amount of time. Right now I built a shed in my backyard, and they're really hungry for that thing. But my termite company won't do just the shed. They have to do the whole house, and then they'll include the shed. It's like, mother. So I've just been treating the wood myself. There are a lot of termites. Picking up the wood. Uh-oh. Logs. Look out below. I am going to turn in all of this wood to our campsite as provisions. I'm sure they'll be super happy with me. Right. I don't currently have a mission active. Alright, so how much wood does he need? 250 pieces of timber. Alright, I'm going to do some mining as well. Map. Dang it, I forget where my campsite is. Where is my campsite? Right here? There we are. There we are. No. No. Don't do that. I feel like if I was a terrible... Oh, if I was a termite, I would definitely try and troll people and eat their house. Yeah, what I have to keep a lookout for is the little termite pellets. Like as they chew up the wood, they first eat into the wood, and then while they're in the wood, they create a little hole, a tiny, almost pen-sized hole, maybe slightly bigger, where they eat the wood, and then they come back to that hole and they like push out, I don't know if it's their poop or what they've put together with their mandibles, I don't know. I need to look for any of those pellets, and as soon as I do those pellets, I gotta find the hole and then inject the wood. All the wood on the outside, though, is the pressure treated where termites don't want it, but some of the inside framing and plywood, they just love that stuff. This is so good. My body is gonna say thank you later. I feel like you're creating a wood simulator game right now. Well, this game has all these little systems in it where if you just wanted to chop down trees all day, you could. Now, I don't know if you'd be able to completely wipe out like all these trees in front of me, would I be able to clear that entire thing out? I don't know. I don't see why that wouldn't be a possible thing within the game, because wouldn't me chopping down trees make the engine not have to render the tree or the leaves, which would then improve performance? I don't know. I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to chop down this big tree behind my tent here, and we'll see if that tree comes back. We're just going to clear all of this stuff behind me. Oh wait, that's not my axe. Okay, I can't chop down this little guy. Alright, we're going to chop down these down here though. No, don't fall on my tent. No, don't fall on my tent. I have seen tents actually collapse. I don't know if it's going to do it to this particular tent, but I have seen during combat, I've knocked down little tents and structures. I don't know where the game decides to apply those physics and where it does not, but that just scared me. Hopefully this is a invincible tent or yurt. Is this a yurt or a tent? Alright, let's chop down this big guy here. I foresee this. I wonder if it falls away from me. Does it fall towards me or away? Oh no. Oh no! Yeah! Don't kill my... Okay, good. It didn't really fall away from me. It fell to the side. Alright, folks, you've seen it here. I have chopped down the large tree behind my yurt. We will see if the game respawns trees. And if it does, does it do it in a 24-hour cycle? Does it do it whenever I leave the area? What are you hammering? Stop hammering the ground. What are you? Luke, what are you doing?
You should do the same. Don't let work consume you.
Is this his I'm working animation? Let's see, is his work done? Journal. Main quest. Howling Hill is 88% done. He's 51%. This doesn't... Thank God there aren't microtransactions that let me expedite that. Yeah, but the game is rendering the random 10 logs each cut. Well, but I mean, after it renders that, then it doesn't have to render it anymore, and then it no longer has to render that entire tree with all of its leaves. So I'm wondering, is that a complex system to add to a game that, let's say I had a, obviously there's physics attached to it, and I'm sure it's possible. I've seen games that let you destroy a lot of things. Battlefield games do that quite a lot. Alright, let's drop all these wood. Let's drop off the timber. Carl, I'm here to give you stuff.
Too many folk keep trying to swipe our meat and booze. It's a real problem.
Why are they trying to swipe our booze? Don't let them swipe our booze.
I just love organizing and sorting out everything.
Okay, let's provide timber and fine timber. That's going to give a little over 50, 60, probably about 63 we're going to provide. Donate goods. Max. Donate goods. Max. Alright, lots of wood. I just gave
love organising and sorting
105,
out
so there should
everything.
be like 160 that I still have to
I'll be
provide.
here if you need me.
160. Oh, 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 oh. Nope, not that one. Alright, silver, provisions, timber. Alright, I've already given 250 timber. 1,000 pieces of timber. Man, I just have to keep giving and giving. I have to give up all of my hard work. Who knows for what? Now, do I have to donate another 1,000? Or do I just need to donate another 750? And how many timber pieces does each felled tree yield? Alright, I currently have no timber, right? Alright, I have no timber in my possession. So let's see how many timber a single felled tree provides. And do bigger trees provide mo timber? Alright, they gave me 1 timber. That's not a lot of timber. It's only 1 little piece. Boo. I want to send out my companions, my slaves, to do this work for me. Maybe as I build the area up. He is moving around, though. Or is he? No, he's not. Wait, he's not. You've been in the same spot, Luke. Luke, what are you doing? I think that rock is secure, Luke. You're fired. You're fired, Luke. You rock smasher. Are there fruit trees? There are trees that yield apples. I don't know if there are others. I believe there is a farming system. I don't know if that's something I'm going to be able to do. But yes, I have seen trees, and I have chopped down trees that bear fruit. That's a big tree. Give me more timber. So Ronald's over here moving dirt around. Luke's over there hammering dirt. The plague of the NPC that knows not really what its purpose is. "'Tis this lot in life," as a timber chopping lumberjack. And the lot in life of an NPC is to bash on dirt endlessly. No end in labor task. No end to the labor task in sight. Can you tell them what to do? I have told them to start working in this spot, but it was like a mission that I just assigned people that I have in this camp to do. I didn't tell them, like, go over there and hammer on the ground. But they are on a current task that I have assigned these two to help expand the camp, but they could be chopping down trees themselves, or... I mean, this is certainly not a Sims game. It's not a, what are those, StarCraft-like games where you send out minions and they just start to actually build things. I think they're just in a busy animation to show you that they are indisposed. Engraved wooden box. Yeah, we're going to take all the engraved wooden boxes and we're going to sell those engraved wooden boxes. Don't need the candle. Candle, mug. Alright, what do you got over here? Take this meat. Meat box? Let's take the meat box. Are those provisions? Water jar? Is there actually water in there? Can I Can I take these items and then just turn around and give them as provisions?
Don't touch that. Mess up my system and I'll never be able to find anything.
You might want to find a different color face paint there, buddy. I'm blue.
You got any good trading goods?
Alright, I took from our provisions barley. We are going to donate these goods. We did take water jugs. Are we able to just throw those right back into the mix, or... Nope, cooking oil. Let's go ahead and donate the timber. What's our time? Alright, we got about another 10 minutes. Alright, I think that's it for now.
Once you have another load of trade goods, bring them right to me.
Let's go into our journal. Alright, let's... Bountiful table. That's all missions from here. Grounds of the Sunrise. House Celeste. Bounty. We could go do some bounties. We got 4 of those. Remaining chains. Alright, let's go do this one. Liberate the slave camp. Let's go do it. Let's go liberate. Liberate! Alright, let's see if we have any fast travel points nearby. Looks like we got this one right here. Alright, let's go do a mission. This will probably take us at least 10 minutes, and then we'll call that a good stream. I need to find a different fast travel point. Who are you guys? Oh, watch those guys. Come on, little Aussie. There you are. Liberating a camp. Join me. Roka's Hill Prison. Whoa, 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 whoa. This horse will run to its demise. And it will jump great distances. He survived that. This horse is magical. I honestly think if you're on the horse and you have that crow gliding thing, it should just extend to these large Pegasus-like wings, black wings, that attach to the horse and allow the horse to fly. I'm gonna add that as a comment. Because the horse just leaping out from underneath you and then your character kind of does this leap away from the horse. I think it'd be super epic to just have the horse like bring up its legs and just kind of like Pegasus flap these large wings of death and destruction. Oh, come on, guys, you want to fight? I'll fight you. Who are you attacking? Oh, you're attacking an ally. Oh, the big guy. Big guy. I think I have allies that help me from time to time, if they're nearby. Oh, geez, there's a ton of them around here. Oh, it's because of the prison camp. We've got a ways to go. So it's a huge prison camp. That's going to take me quite a bit of time to free these mates.
This is your end,
Alright. I will say that, and I'm going to have to put this in comments as well. Keep an eye out on it. Alright, so I've just slaughtered. We're going to put this in the feedback. I'm going to say enemy awareness.
Anyone, please.
I'm going to do a speech to text here to make this slightly easier. I'm going to say this is poor because it kind of is. Speech to text.
Why are you doing this?
While the player character is deep inside enemy territory, the player can plop themselves down by gliding in, assault 5 to 10 bandits to save a small group of prisoners, but you're in the middle of the bandit camp, and then the enemies don't, like... Now, I just made this comment, and now they're doing it. Like, what causes them to finally come and do something about me being here? Sometimes I feel like the whole camp doesn't respond the way I think it should. I probably took way too much time, but okay, well, I probably need to remove that comment because the camp is responding. Maybe they've fixed that, but I feel like the enemies have not been responding like they should for me attacking their fellow bandits. I hope I don't have to kill all of them. That's going to take a while. There's a lot of them. Roka's Hill Slave Camp is now at 70% strength. And I think if I just keep killing enemies, that number will go down to eventually causing them all to panic. And then I will liberate this camp. Man, they are all over me. My parries suck. Glad I brought some provisions. I'm gonna need to be healing myself constantly. Give me a second on that chat. I see it populating. Dang, I thought you were an ally. Man, now they're just swarming me. My block and parry is junk. I'm not done with you yet.
You arrogant pig swell.
Kill him? Dang, you survived that?
Bastards.
Survived that, you bastards. Alright, sorry, chat. Can your horse die Notes to game screen. Oh, thank you. I keep forgetting to turn that off. I appreciate you. That's why I keep even the tiny one over there. Even though it's not preferred to have that tiny screen over there, at least there's something going on. Because I do leave that up from time to time. Thank you. Eldon reminds me of that all the time. He's like, bro, your screen, your data screen is still up. Thank you. And during the epic battle, that's when I have it on mini size screen. Okay. We cleared out. We're at now 46%. I think we'll just stay here and completely liberate this prison camp. Nope, you should be shooting arrows at me.
Loosen these restraints.
Look out for others, they'll look out for you.
Oh, what the heck is hitting me? Oh, did I just walk into spikes? Come on, lady, pick up your arms. Fight with me. Fight for your freedom. I gave you the ability. Use it. Pick up a sword and swing it at the enemy. They usually don't like that. Don't be scared. Be liberated. This is your chance. Run. Get out of here. Go.
Thank you. Really.
Are you a gladiator or a jester?
No, stay on the big guy. Is the big guy dead? Alright, big guy's dead. No, I just killed myself. I did a power move through those spikes and just killed myself. Alright, I'm going to do an instant revival. Normally I don't like using those. And I don't think I lose progress on the percentage that I've reduced the strength of this prison camp. I just have to make my way back here.
I'll slaughter all you beaten curs.
Yeah, I was like, if I walk through or touch these spikes, they hurt.
Finish it.
Gotta be careful of that. There's another enemy around here somewhere. Woo! Come on, boys. I suck at parrying. I suck. Oh, stay clear of those spikes. Those things will shred me to death. Oh, stay clear. Watch my back. All right, we're at 27%. 23%. Alright, let's go free these guys.
You got the wrong person. This is a blessing.
Alright, help me in the fight. Dang. Oh, come on, I've been hitting the guard. I've been hitting the block. They work pretty well together. Sometimes just timing their attacks where it makes sense. They do not wait, which is good. They don't wait. There's some games where you'll be fighting a bunch of enemies and everybody will wait around for you to finish your fight and kill the other one versus just ganging up on you. And they do a pretty good job of ganging up on you here. Alright, we're at 20%. There's some enemies over here. There's a bunch of them up above me. Oh, wait, were you tied? Oh, okay. I wish there was dismemberment. Man, he'd be dismembering a ton of people. Ugh, there's so many. There's so many. Alright, let's see. Do I need to go up or...
A great debt.
Yes, you do. Join the army. Join the fight. Oh. My... glide didn't kick in. Glad I didn't fall down a crevasse. Alright, let's see. Let's climb up this. No, don't gang up on me, no. Yeah, I need to survive. Alright, this should liberate most of the camp.
Scurry off to where you came from.
Got a big guy behind me. Oh, gotta watch out for that big guy. He does this like really strong attack.
This is a misunderstanding.
Dang, I stunned the bin guy and then I didn't get to attack him. Gotta watch that big guy. Does a ton of damage. Stay clear of that big guy. Oh, get away from the big guy. Get away from the big guy. Ah! Ugh. that hurt. Is that enough? I think if I get it down to a certain percentage, they just go away. Liberated! And then my faction will come in and take over. I don't necessarily like that they don't just let me kill them and then I get to watch them run off and then it trigger the "you've won." It would have been much nicer that way, but sometimes it just... when I first encountered this, I'd be fighting a encampment that was overcome by bandits, and I'd be killing and fighting, and then the screen would just go blank. And then it would go to, like, liberated. But I didn't know it was liberating, I just thought the game was giving up. I would prefer the system to be, and I've already made a comment on this, I would prefer it that you just keep fighting, and they either run off, and you can chase them and continue to try to take them out, or it just, they run off, and then it fades to victory. Or it doesn't fade at all, it just says victory, and then maybe fades. Because the abrupt end makes me think the game has crashed. And I put that feedback on the official Pearl Abyss website for Crimson Desert. Because you can put in bugs and feedback. They have a list of known issues. They have a list of fixed issues that they're continuing to work on. That one just seems like an abrupt end, but I get it now. The fade to black means you've gotten it down to a certain percentage, but it was very confusing in the beginning. Alright, that's my 2-hour mark. I think we'll end it there. Let's go ahead and give a quick save here. Oh wait, I need to move my character. Alright, we've completed that mission. We've liberated this location, so now it is no longer red. We're going to go into others, go into our options, gonna save, gonna overwrite, yes please. That is done. Alright, cool. Yeah, I appreciate the conversation, Muffin, both here in chat, over on Discord as well. Thank you so much for your time, as always. And that goes for anybody that comes in and watches any of these videos for long periods of time, which I'm trying to make them a little more consumable with only 2 hours, but even that's a pretty long time. So again, your time, valuable resource. Thank you for spending some of it here with me, as always. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm really loving this game. I find myself spending a ton of time with it. I spend a lot of time thinking about playing it when I'm not playing it. And again, I have only like seen the tip of the iceberg, and I have not done a ton of stuff. I haven't really fought a lot of bosses, like these big epic bosses. I haven't been using a lot of the systems that are supposed to be working in my favor to help the game progress. I've just been meandering through this vast world, discovering things, and just inhabiting it. Inhabiting this world, just like I did with Cyberpunk 2077 and Night City. I love hanging out in that city. I don't need to play the missions. I just go out and just explore the city and see some of the random things that I don't see and I want to naturally come across. There are some scripted things that are connected to the overall story arc, but they updated Cyberpunk 2077 to have some more random encounters. There's endless supply drop combat that you can have. There's infinite car theft quests that you can do that just have you go pick up a car and either run it back by time or run it back while you're being chased, or just get it back without any kind of limitation or urgency. But again, the city is a character, and this land, these faction locations are just wonderful to walk through. And again, as I've said, tip of the iceberg, scratch the surface. I have not gotten anywhere near to the amount of content this game has, and I'm over 30 hours in. I'm not going to hit a magical 100-hour mark and then go do a review, because a 100-hour mark is still rushing through this game. There's no way that anyone's perspective should be your own. So if you ever get a chance to play this game, I highly recommend it, but it does demand your time, and taking your time with any game, I think is the best approach. Not pushing through to try to get the mission done and go out and make a review on it. So the obligatory review mentality that I've seen don't really look at the nuances of what games should be, and that's some of them, not all of them. Some of them demand your time, and this is certainly one of those. What's the next stream? I mean, it'll probably most likely be this. This has distracted me even from Cyberpunk. Even though I still play Cyberpunk every week, about 3 times a week, this game has certainly distracted me from Resident Evil 9. It's distracted me from even thinking about going back to Arc Raiders, even though I stopped playing Arc Raiders and then started playing Marathon and then stopped playing Marathon. This one I actually like sitting down and getting into, much like Cyberpunk 2077 did. I want to do that with Witcher. I haven't quite found that sit down and relax, because I think the world, even though it is open in Witcher 3, I haven't found the hook, even though the narrative is probably the bigger part there, where here the narrative is the backlight, but it's inhabiting this vast world and the systems that are working there, that just me interacting with NPCs in the way that I want to seems to be working for me. Yeah, it's just checking off all those boxes that I have preferences in games. Or I'm just finding something very special and unique about it that lets me enjoy my time thoroughly. All right, yeah, I'll probably be streaming nowhere near as much as I did this weekend. I might do some longer streams 2 weeks from now. I'll be streaming a bunch in the summer, but I'll just be doing, the 2-hour streams in the morning and then calling it a day. I may play, what I'll probably do is play this game on the side, so I'm not streaming every moment, because even when I'm not streaming, I'm thinking about playing, and I want to keep playing this game. So yeah, I won't do every step of the way stream, but I'll definitely return to this one. I do need to go back and complete Resident Evil 9. And I might jump back into Marathon again. I've obviously paid for those games, so I might as well try to get some more gameplay out of them. Go see what's new over at Arc Raiders. There's new maps and stuff over at Marathon, so if I can just ignore the monetization of Marathon and ignore the PvP dislike I have of competitive games, then I can have fun in those games. I just have to do it in my way versus the way it's designed with the PvP focus. Alright, anyway, I know I'm rambling. Again, I appreciate those that drop in. I appreciate those that watch on demand. I appreciate those that are here live, like Erotic Stud Muffin. Again, thank you so much for your time. It is always, always fun. And I do really, really, really love this game. And I hope you're playing games that you really, really love as well. Good yap. Good yap. Alright, cheers, streams.